This is the Ultrahuman Ring AIR, and in today's video I'm going to use it to highlight 5 common bad habits that entrepreneurs tend to fall into, 5 simple and easy solutions, and then how I've used my Ultrahuman Ring AIR to improve my mental and physical well-being whilst working as a solopreneur. So why is this important? Because 20 years ago I was suffering from chronic depression, which was triggered by long-term stress. My body and mind completely shut down and it was absolutely terrifying. So by sharing my story, I hope it will help you spot those small habits that can harm your health before you even notice them. And just by way of disclosure, Ultrahuman kindly gifted me the ring to test out and share my honest thoughts with you. This isn't a paid promotion, just my genuine experience. So what does the Ultrahuman Ring AIR do? In a nutshell, it provides data-backed insights about key areas of your health. By downloading the Ultrahuman app, you'll be able to access a sleep index, movement index, which tells you how many steps you've taken in a day, for example, a recovery score, which is key, and skin temperature. As the name suggests, the ring is incredibly lightweight and comfortable to wear. To begin with, you'll receive Ultrahuman's ingenious ring sizing kit, which will help you find the perfect size. First, select the colour you like, and there are now 6 colours available, including the most beautiful brushed rose gold. Then, find your perfect size by trying on the test rings. You want the ring to fit snugly, but not too loose, otherwise the data might not be recorded accurately. You can place an order via the Ultrahuman website or now via Amazon. And there are some exciting benefits to ordering via Amazon, plus an exclusive offer from the team at Ultrahuman to you, my lovely audience. So do stay watching because I'll be sharing that with you a little later on. So now let's get on to those 5 toxic habits to avoid as a business owner, and then how to use your Ultrahuman ring to avoid them. Habit number 1, sitting for too long. How many of you sit for long periods of time at your desk without taking a break? It's easily done if you're rushing to complete a project on time or if you're completely absorbed in your work. But to solve this problem, set a timer for every 60 minutes and then spend just 2 to 3 minutes stretching your neck and your shoulders. And you can do that sitting at your desk. Better still, take a break from your desk and walk around for a few minutes. Make a coffee or a cup of tea. You can refer to the movement index in the Ultrahuman app to guide you. It'll give you useful insights into how many, or how few in my case, steps you take during the course of the day. From time to time, you'll get little nudges from the app telling you that it's time to get moving and stand up because you've been sitting for too long. Since taking regular breaks myself, I really do come back to my desk feeling mentally sharper and more comfortable physically because I've stretched out. Habit number 2, stress. Stress manifests itself in many ways, so to avoid it building up, be aware of what your body is telling you. Notice if your body is tensed up, if your shoulders are hunched, and your breathing becomes really shallow. The solution is really easy. Instead of ignoring it, stop what you're doing for just 5 minutes and do some guided breathing exercises. You'll find plenty on your app to help you reduce stress and feel calmer. Just by clicking on the digital tab at the bottom of the app, you can access a whole library of content to help you relax, unwind with guided exercises, Pilates, and even meditation sessions. You can refer to the stress rhythm graph on your app, which will help you monitor your stress levels. Habit number 3, working long hours. Are you a morning person? I'm more of a night owl. I always have been, and I prefer to work in the evening. Unfortunately, that means I find it hard to relax before I go to bed. I then sleep poorly and begin the next day feeling sluggish and unable to think clearly. But sleep is the body's built-in recovery system for your mind, metabolism, your immune health, and emotional balance. Without it, stress builds faster and recovery slows down, which is why consistent, high-quality sleep is the cornerstone of long-term well-being. Since using my Ultrahuman Ring, I've really been nerding out on the kind of sleep I get each night and how I can improve it. So, for instance, I've discovered that my heart rate takes a while to drop at night. But using my ring, I can discover useful suggestions about how to improve it. And so, by improving my sleep index, I wake up feeling restored and mentally sharper. Talking about sleep leads me on to habit number 4, caffeine overload. One of the easiest traps for small business owners to fall into is to try and combat fatigue and raise energy levels with caffeine. I've done it myself. As a student, I even took caffeine tablets. Unfortunately, drinking too much caffeine can have the opposite effect by negatively impacting the quality of sleep you get, which is why I really like the caffeine window feature in the Ultrahuman app. It shows you when it's okay to drink coffee without it affecting your night's sleep and when to stop. It's so easy to track your caffeine load during the day by logging the number of drinks you consume from a very long list of coffees, teas, and even colas. It'll even suggest what kinds of drink you can consume depending on the time of day. Habit number 5, not exercising enough. And by exercise, I don't mean a few minutes stretching during the day. I mean exercise which is going to increase your heart rate, make you breathe faster and deeper, and get your heart pumping. You don't have to rush out and join a gym necessarily or buy expensive gym equipment. Just making time to go for a brisk walk, maybe 30 minutes a day, is sufficient to reduce your stress, give yourself some headspace, and keep fit. Personally, I enjoy working out with weights and my kettlebells. And honestly, this ring is incredibly comfortable. I thought it might pinch when I lift the weights, but it really doesn't. It also tracks deeper health signals, such as your resting heart rate. A lower rate usually means your heart is healthier and more efficient. And then you have your recovery score, which combines those signals to show whether your body is ready for more activity or whether it needs to rest. So by checking these in the morning, I know how I'm doing both physically and mentally. It helps me balance movement with recovery, so I avoid burnout. And one thing you definitely can do throughout the day as well as after exercise is ensuring you drink plenty of water. I mentioned at the start of this video that there are some real benefits to ordering an Ultrahuman Ring AIR via Amazon. I also have an exclusive offer to share with you from the team at Ultrahuman. If you make a purchase of an Ultrahuman Ring via their Amazon store, you won't pay shipping or customs fees. Plus, you'll get a 10% discount if you use the code below when you check out. Click on the link underneath this video to get started. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this, and then give this video a thumbs up to help support my channel. I will see you next time.